And orange and green just was something I've always been.
Touchdown, Famu, right on the money, and the Rattlers are back. Pulls it down, shoots across the middle. It's picked off. It's Jay Coleman. He's at the 15.
This is Rattler Football.
He's dressed out, ready to go today. Chase Vonador all set to kick it off to Chris. Let's see, it's Chris Flowers back there for Morgan State and Andrew King. We're underway, high end over end kick. This one's going to be fielded at the 5, 10, 15, 20, and down at about the 28-yard line. On the return for Morgan is Dedrick Jones, 5'10", 180-pound freshman out of Memphis, Tennessee. And so the Bears will begin first and 10. That's actually Orlando Johnson who brought it out, 5'8", 150, the freshman from Memphis, Tennessee. And so the Bears will begin first and 10 from there. Let's take a look at that Bears offense. The Rattlers deferred. Chris Flowers will start at the wide receiver. Daniel Onwebu at the left tackle. Dominique Woods at left guard. The center is Clarence Swain, no relation to Jerome. Darren Pinnock is the right guard. The right tackle, Kareem Barton. And the tight end is Nate Ingram. Herb Walker is the running back. Seth Higgins, the quarterback. Markham Banks is the fullback. And Antonio Jefferson is the other wide receiver. And on first down, let's see what happened.
Looks like a whistle blow actually before the play got started.
And now we're getting everything set.
No foul.
No foul on the play, so we're all ready to go now.
That FAMU defense will have James Brodus at left end, 6'5", 245 from Choctaw. Frank Mays is the other end, 6'10", 295. Michael Lovejoy is the nose guard. He's 6'4", 265. And we'll give you the rest in just a second.
Wing left, play action, give is to the first back, and he is swarmed behind the line of scrimmage by, looks like, number 57, William Smalls for the Rattlers defense. And it's going to be, they spot the football back at the original line of scrimmage for no gain. Second down and 10 for the Bears. 5 wides this time. No backs in the backfield for quarterback Seth Higgins. He'll send triplets or 3 wide receivers to the far boundary and twins down here to the near boundary. Again, no backs. Rattlers spread their Bears spreading the Rattler defense, and Higgins hitting the backfield, but he brings it out across the 30, down at the 35-yard line, and that'll be enough for Morgan State first down. They spread the Rattler defense, Mike, and Higgins pulled it down and took off.
That Rattler defense at linebacker will have Mike Dupree, 6'2", 230 from Orlando, and Akil Blunt, 6'3", 225 on the outside. The inside linebackers, William Smalls and Bobby Jackson.
All right, Seth Higgins, the quarterback, 6'4", Mike. He's a tall, rangy quarterback, 230-pound junior out of Edgewood, Maryland. And Morgan with the first down now at their own 35, 13:37 to play. There's no score here as we begin the first quarter. And Higgins now sets his running back, Herb Walker. And here we go. They're going to run the quarterback option, and the quarterback's going to be hit after maybe a yard gain, but not much more. And it's Michael Dupree on the stop for the Rattlers. Dupree, 6'2", 230-pound senior out of Orlando's Dr. Phillips High School.
The cornerbacks on the left side, Terry Johnson. On the other side is Patrick Aiken. The Rattler safeties starting are Devon Roberts and John Ojo.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 now for the Morgan Bears. This time the Bears go wing right, twin receivers to the near boundary. Bears are moving right to left or heading toward the north end zone, and they isolate a receiver to the far side. Seth Higgins now with 2 backs in the backfield, and Higgins sets up, wants to pass, fires downfield, got a man wide open at the 40-yard line to the 39. That pass is caught.
To number 16, Thomas Martin.
It's Thomas Martin, 5'10", 175-pound redshirt freshman out of Naples, Florida. And he sets the Bears up first down and 10 at the Rattler 39-yard line, a gain of 24 yards on the play. And the Bears now with twins to the far boundary, an isolated receiver over here to the near side, and two wingbacks for Seth Higgins. And this time Higgins turns upfield, inside the 25 and down to about the 23-yard line, and that's a Morgan State first down.
And a big gap opened up on the left side, Keith. He started his play to the right, turned back, and found a big hole. You know, the Bears have had a history of running quarterbacks, and this guy is a big guy, hard to bring down so far.
All right, here we go. We'll pause for station identification after this play. Seth Higgins ready to go. Receivers to either side. This time he goes with an offset eye. And Higgins from the gun. Long snap count this time. And he gives this time to Herb Walker, 5'8", 180-pound freshman out of Cleveland, Ohio, for a short gain. And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Rattler Sports Network.
Tackle was made by number 92, Michael Lovejoy. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Bears at the Rattlers.
All right, no gain on the play. Michael Lovejoy on the stop for the Rattlers. It's second and 10 for Morgan from the Rattler 23-yard line.
Yeah, again, no backs in the backfield for the Bears. 5
wides, triplets to the far boundary, twins to the near side for Seth Higgins. Rattlers digging in, and here we go. Higgins gonna pass, throws this one out there, nearly picked off by Patrick Aiken, and Mike had Patrick pull that one down. He had nothing but green turf in front of him.
Yeah, the Rattler corners, Keith, have had an outstanding season so far on both sides, both Patrick Aiken and Terry Johnson. He made a great break on that ball, just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Aiken leads the Rattlers with 3 interceptions on the year. Third down now and 10 for Morgan from the Rattler 23, and again 5 wides, twins to the near boundary, and triplets to the far side for quarterback Seth Higgins. Bears moving right to left. And here we go. Higgins sets up and wants to pass again. This time he's hit and now fires the pass. Got a man, and he's going to have a first down inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line. That pass was caught by number 87, Nate Ingram, 6'3", 245-pound junior out of Slicklerville, New Jersey. And Mike Higgins avoided disaster and got a pass to his big tight end, who picks up the first down. It's first and goal for Morgan at the Rattler 9 with 10:49 to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, the Rattlers actually had a chance to make that sack in the backfield. Big Frank Mays broke right through, but the big, strong quarterback finds his open receiver, and they have first and goal.
First and goal, Morgan State from the Rattler 9. This time Higgins on a design run, turns upfield. He's hit and lunges forward down to about the 4-yard line.
Now again, Keith hit in the backfield, pulls away, and he is going to gain yardage inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Bobby Jackson on the stop for the Rattlers of FAMU.
Tackle was made by number 47.
All right, Akil Blunt also helping out on that play. Offset eye now for Seth Higgins, receivers to either side. And now the Bears shift, stay in an offset, but move the up back to the near boundary. They give it to Herb Walker, and Walker fights his way down inside to about the 2-yard line. It'll be third down and goal to goal now for the Morgan Bears from the Rattler 2.
Yeah, Herb Walker is from Cleveland, Ohio. He played at Glenville Ginn Academy, and he plays for Ted Ginn Sr., who is the father of Ted Ginn Jr., the return man in the NFL.
All right, here we go. Rattlers backed up now, trying to defend the end zone. There's the Bears knocking on the door. Third down and goal to go from the Rattler 2. Bears send 2 receivers to either side, a receiver either side, that is, and Herb Walker in the backfield with Seth Higgins. And Higgins going to run, design run. He's hit, shakes off a Rattler, takes it down to the 1-yard line. It's going to be fourth down and goal to go for Morgan State. Once again, though, Mike Higgins hit in the backfield, shakes off that Rattler and takes it down to the 1.
And again, Keith, Frank Mays, who's been outstanding so far in this first quarter, got great penetration.
Well, they mark him at the 2, so it's going to be fourth down and goal to goal. And the Bears send in 2 fullbacks. Checking in is number 45, Deontay Holland, 6'1", 235. Hughes Memorial, it's fourth down and goal to go for Morgan State from the Rattler 2. The Bears
2-yard line.
shift out of a full house backfield. It's Seth Higgins, the quarterback, and Higgins fights his way. Did he get in?
I don't think. He get the signal. Boy.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Morgan State. Seth Higgins goes in from 2 yards out.
Great second effort by the big quarterback, and he is able to fall forward after a great stand by the FAMU defense. 6-0's our score. 8:31 to go here in the first quarter.
The Morgan Bears draw first blood here in Baltimore. It's homecoming at Morgan State, and on to attempt the point after is Chris Moeller.
To attempt.
And here we go. Here's the snap placement. Kick is on the way, and it's good. And so with 8:31 to play here in Baltimore, it's 7-0 Morgan State, and we'll be back after these words from our local sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network. All right, here we go. Kickoff is end over end, and it's going to drive James Owens. Boy, he slips and falls. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 2-yard line, and that's a mistake. But that's where the Rattlers will begin. 1st and 10 from there.
On that first drive, scoring drive, Seth Higgins, 2 of 3 for 37 yards. He also ran for 37 more yards on 6 carries.
All right, the Rattlers are going to begin backed up at our own 2-yard line. Let's go down to our Elton Gumble and get him on the board for today.
Yes, it's good to be here on a FAMU road trip for homecoming. I can't really tell that it's a homecoming crowd for Morgan State. I can tell you that it is hot down here on this artificial turf. It's hot. It almost feels like a desert, maybe the Sahara Desert. But it's definitely one of those games where the assistant coaches are definitely wanting the players to play one play at a time and make something happen.
I'm sure Sean would like to be in that Sahara Desert.
Elton, you are officially one of us.
Here we go. On first down, Damian Fleming hands it off to the Rattler up back. Looks like Lonnie Lockett, the fullback, and Lonnie's going to pick up a yard, but not much more. 2nd down and 9 for the Rattlers. Ball is at our own 3-yard line with 8:11 to play here in the first quarter, and it's 7-0 Morgan State. Rattlers break the huddle. Decked out again in orange helmets, white jerseys, orange numbers, white pants. Rattlers go offset I. James Owens as the I back. Lonnie Lockett is the offset. One receiver, and this is Owens. He gets a call, gets a hole, and Owens scoots his way. Actually, that's out Tariq McBurst. And McBurst crosses the 10 out to about the 11. May be close to a Rattler first down. It's going to bring up, they're going to move the chains. That's a Rattler first down and gives us a little breathing room, Mike, as we started our own 2. And the ball is spotted at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 Rattlers from our own 12.
Could be the beginning of a 98-yard drive.
7:32 to go, first quarter. Morgan leads 7-0. And here we go, Rattlers. Bunch 3, now shift a tight end, go offset I, and Damian Fleming hands it off to Al-Tariq McBurst, and McBurst out to about the 19-yard line. That's a good-looking run on first down, Mike. Al-Tariq's going to get about seven yards on that carry.
And it's what we talked about in the opening, Keith, establishing that running game. So far, the offensive line doing a good job getting moving. The Rattlers actually started out in a 2 tight end set with an extra big blocker in there. But we moved steadily off our own goal line.
So it's 2nd down and 4.
All right, Rattlers ready to go. Receivers to either side. Casey glides to the near boundary. And here we go. Damian Fleming. This time going to toss it to Al-Tariq McBurst. He's hit, but shakes off a couple of Morgan State Bears. He's got running room. Midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, FAMU, Al-Tariq McBurst.
Touchdown, Rattlers.
McBurst, Keith, was able to get through a huge hole on the left side of the line. And when he got through, there was no defensive backs for the Bears even close to him. Al-Tariq McBurst goes 82 yards with 6:25 remaining, and the Rattlers are a kick away from tying this score.
Al-Tariq McBurst, 82 yards on a beautiful run. And Chase Vonador on to attempt the point after. Carson Royal will hold. And here we go. Here's the snap placement. Kick is airborne and good. And so, with 6:25 to play here in Baltimore, the first quarter, FAMU 7, Morgan State 7. We'll be back after these words from our network sponsors on the Rattlers Sports Network.
The Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs at the university. Join the Rattler Booster Club. It's not too late.
10-15, and hit and dropped at the 19-yard line. It's good kick coverage down there by the Rattlers. Number 31, Neil Cunningham. And so the Bears will begin their second possession of the offense of the afternoon from their own 19.
The content of this Florida A&M University football broadcast on the Rattler Sports Network is the explicit copyrighted property of the Florida A&M University Boosters Incorporated. Any rebroadcast, recording, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Rattler Boosters is prohibited. The Rattler Boosters Incorporated is a direct support organization of Florida A&M University. This broadcast is a production of Vantage Media Partners of Florida Incorporated.
And here we go. The Morgan State Bears get penalty markers are thrown on the play.
Yeah, maybe a substitution infraction. Yeah, they brought a 12th man off the field very late, and that's going to be a 5-yard mark off against the Bears, and they'll start this drive now at their own 14.
All right, substitution infraction against Morgan. And it'll make it first down and 15 now from their own 14, as Mike said, 6:19 to play. Seth Higgins looks to pass. He's got pressure, and he throws this one away. Tremendous pressure back there, Mike, defensively. Is that William Smalls?
Higgins' pass is incomplete.
No, it's Mike Dupree with tremendous pressure. And it'll make it second down and 15 now for the Morgan Bears.
Second down and 15
yeah,
for the Bears at their 14-yard line.
6:12 to play. We're all tied at 7-7 here in Baltimore, Maryland. A beautiful afternoon here in Baltimore. Just a few miles away, Mike, from the nation's capital. Here we go. Seth Higgins this time gives to his first back through, and he is immediately dropped.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a triple option look that time for Morgan.
On the stop for the Rattlers is Noah Lucen.
By number 90, Francis Mays.
No, check that, Francis Mays. For the Rattlers, Big Frank the Tank. He's going to bring up third down and 15. No gain on the play. And the Bears go 5 wides. Triplets to the near boundary, twins to the far boundary. Seth Higgins has proven that he likes to run from this formation. So they're spreading the Rattler defense, and let's see if Higgins will try and run on third down and 15 for the Morgan Bears. This time Higgins has pressure, hitting the backfield, shakes away from one Rattler, fires a pass downfield. The pass is caught, but it's going to be short of a Morgan first down. On the receiving end for the Morgan Bears is number 19, Chris Flowers, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, the Rattlers have decided to keep the blitz, that open backfield look, bring more rushers than they can block. They're getting a loose runner every time, but the elusive quarterback is a lot of times escaping, getting the pass off.
And so it's going to send on Lawrence Forbes on the punt, and Terry Johnson is deep to receive for the Rattlers of Florida A&M.
Number 4, Devontae Terry Johnson.
5:17 to go in the first quarter. We're all tied at 7. And boy, a beautiful punt. Going to drive Terry Johnson all the way back to the 10-yard line, but he's got a return on. He's at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield. Terry Johnson still on his feet and down at the Morgan 45. An excellent return by Terry Johnson. That return
Tackle was made by number 7.
about 45 yards on the return for Terry Johnson. Sets the Rattlers up in excellent field position at the Morgan 45.
And Keith has started off with a Willie Mays over-the-shoulder catch of that punt, which is difficult in itself. He's able to turn up and get the Rattlers in great field position.
Rattlers going to start at the Morgan 46-yard line. It was a 52-yard punt and a 45-yard return by Terry Johnson. First and 10 Rattlers from the Morgan 46 with 4:58 to play in the first quarter. Damian Fleming under center. And here we go. Rattlers sent to go. They fake, play action. Damian going to throw the screen pass, and just short of his intended receiver.
Caleb Brown. Caleb Brown's a 5'10", 230-pound freshman out of Wakulla High School.
Yeah, out of Sop Choppy.
Paid for
So a second down
Scott
and 10
Cleese.
for the Rattlers at the Morgan State 46-yard line.
Second down and 10 yards to go from the Morgan 46. So far, the Rattler running game, Keith, able to crank out some yards.
Damian Fleming had tremendous pressure on that last play as he unloaded. Now Caleb Brown goes in motion, now shifts into the offset. And here we go. Damian, play action. This time he gives to the second back through.
Yeah, going to get a flag on the play in the interior of the line.
And it's going to be holding. It was James Owens, the Rattler ball carrier, but holding is the call against the Rattlers, and that'll back us up. Yeah, the referees might get tremendous feedback here in Hughes Stadium. It's going to make it second down and about 20 to go now for a Rattler first down. 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. 7-7. We're all tied here in Baltimore.
Yeah, and that's one of the big bugaboos that have hurt us in this early part of the season, untimely penalties.
Ball is resting at the Rattler 44-yard line now. Second down and 20. And this time the Rattlers go empty backfield. Damian Fleming tosses this one out here for Linworth Lennon, who makes the catch. Linworth wearing number 27 today. And Linworth's going to take it up to about the 48-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and about 15 yards to go for the Rattlers of FAMU.
Joe Rankin on that tackle. 4:11 to go here in the first quarter. It's all tied up 7-7.
Here we go. Rattlers with a third down and 15 yards to go. Twin receivers to the far boundary. Isolate Casey Glines over here to the near side. And once again, Damian looks to pass. Fires his pass. Overthrows, picked off. At the 45 midfield. 45, 40, 35 upended and down at the 34-yard line. That's a great defensive play. Was that Rankin that picked off the pass?
That was Rankin that picked it off, Keith, and he is their best corner. A touchdown saving tackle though by Damian Fleming. There were a lot of big guys chasing him. Damian Fleming, the only small person on that side of the field, but he gets in there and he breaks it up and makes the tackle. Good play by Damian.
Okay, they say it was Deshaun Summers who picked off the pass and returned it to the Rattler 33-yard line, and so the Morgan Bears now with a first down and 10 at the Rattler 33, moving right to left. And Seth Higgins is going to have Lamont Brown in the backfield and an up back. Brown is the I back, and Brown gets the call. He finds a little running room and fights his way down to about the 24-yard line of the Rattlers.
32, Lamont Brown, the third.
And Brown is going to pick up 9 yards, second down and 1 for the Morgan Bears. Bears this time
Second down and 1.
will go in an offset again. Brown will be the I back, and twin receivers to the far boundary for Seth Higgins. And Higgins once again gives it to Brown, and he shakes away from a couple of tacklers. He's going for the touchdown.
Boy, just like that, the Morgan Bears with 2 big runs get back on the board. And they take a 13-7 lead here with 3:03 remaining in the first quarter. And Keith, it looks like we may have a shootout on our hands. Big run by Brown for the touchdown.
All right, on to attempt a point after is Chris Moeller. Here's the snap placement. Kick is on the way and is good. And so with 3:03 to play here in the first quarter, our score, Morgan State 14, FAMU 7. We'll be back after these words from our local sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network. Chris Moeller all set to kick it off after Lamont Brown's touchdown run gives Morgan the 14-7 lead over the Rattlers. And here we go, end-over-end kick. It's going to sail into the end zone. The Rattlers are going to let it go. And we'll bring it out 1st and 10 from our own 25-yard line, with the Bears leading 14-7.
And let me give you that Bears defense. Lucen Noel is the defensive end on the left side, 6'3", 250 from Pompano Beach. The right end, Bill Hill, 6'1", 220. Helens Gates, 6'5", 245 is a defensive tackle from Philadelphia. DeMarco Bisbee, 6'4", 300 is the nose guard. Their linebackers, Stephen Blissett, 6 feet from Pembroke Pines. He's also 220 pounds, a senior. Cody Aker, 6'1", 220 is the middle linebacker. Chris Robinson is on the outside. He's 6'2", 220, a redshirt junior. Their corners, Joe Rankin and LaFredo Brady. The safeties, Darian Irby and Nathan Ayers.
All right, here we go. Damian Fleming and the Rattlers starting at our own 25, moving left and right, headed toward the south end zone. And this time, we give it to Al Tariq McBurst. And they're going to rule that McBurst was down. He ran right into a wall of Morgan defenders led by Lucen Noel. DeMarco Bisbee, Halance Gates, and Bill Hill, who Mike just told you about. Well, we're going to lose about 5 yards on that play, too, or 4 yards. Second down and 14 for the Rattlers now, with 2:38 to play, and the Rattlers trailing 14-7.
Hey, guys, I do have an injury update for you. Defensive end Matthew Helms is over on the sidelines being stretched out, a lower back injury.
All right, thank you, Elton. Here we go. Rattlers go spread with the tight end, so an empty backfield for Damian Fleming, and Fleming fires. Got the big tight end underneath. That's Michael Etheridge, and Etheridge gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down and 10 yards to go now. Make that third down and 10 yards to go for the Rattlers, with the ball now resting at our own 25-yard line.
Yeah, got it back to the original line of scrimmage. But the Bears send in a couple of extra defensive backs. They'll have their down package on the field versus the Rattlers this time.
So it's third down
Linworth Lennon
for the Rattlers.
will work the slot to the far boundary over there with 2 other receivers. We isolate Dwayne Harvey over here to the near side. Linworth in motion,
it's like
checking
man
the coverage.
Yeah, man.
And here we go. Damian going to pass. Throws that slant to Linworth Lennon. He's got it. And Linworth down at the 39-yard line of the Rattlers, and that's going to move the chains. That's a Rattler first down.
And you can tell that Linworth has done the work in the weight room, Keith, over the summer, dragging a couple of Rattlers with him again, Bears with him again. He picks up the first down all the way up to the 40.
Yeah, we got the Tigers next week with Savannah State. All right, first and 10 for the Rattlers at our own 40-yard line, moving left to right. And here we go. Rattlers going to break the huddle, send Casey Glines wide to the far boundary. Bunch 3 to the near side over here for Damian Fleming. Under center this time. Al Tariq McBurst in the backfield. Now we shift into the offset, and the Rattlers this time fake it to the fullback, give it to McBurst, and he's going to be dropped for about a 2-yard loss on the play. And on the stop for Morgan is number 88, Halance Gates, 6'2", 240, a redshirt freshman out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yep, the Rattlers have traveled up from Tallahassee up here to Maryland to play the Bears down in Tallahassee. The University of Maryland is playing the Seminoles, and it's a 21-0 halftime lead for the Noles.
All right, here we go. Rattlers with a second down now and 12 to go from our own 38-yard line with 31 seconds. This may be the last play of the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a run.
All right, here we go. Etheridge goes in motion. And Damian wants to pass, throws the out and up. Boy, the ball pops out, but boy, Rattler is right there to recover.
Yeah, it was actually 89 that made the catch, Dennis Hall, and I believe it was Etheridge who that made the fumble recovery.
And so it's going to bring up third down and about 6 to go for the Rattlers, but I think that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. It is, and there's timeout here in Baltimore with our score. Morgan State 14, FAMU 7. We'll be back after these words from our network sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network.
The Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs at the university. Join the Rattler Booster Club. It's not too late.
Rattlers are set. Orange helmets are now. Damian Fleming with one setback. It's Lamont Bice, and Fleming steps up in the pocket, pulls it down. If he runs, he could get the first down. He has the first down, and down at the Morgan 45-yard line. That'll move the chains, and that's a Rattler first down.
We were waiting for Damian to get north and south so that he could get upfield. He does pick up the first down. It's going to be first down and 10 from the Bear 45 with 14:50 remaining here in the half. Rattlers have a good drive going again, and they're going to need to continue to score as this Bear offense has shown some explosiveness this afternoon. Damian Fleming has a 2 tight end set, 2 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield as they're in the pistol formation.
All right, here we go. Twins to the near boundary for the Rattlers of FAMU. Whistles. And we've got a timeout here on the field with 14:28 to play in the first half. Morgan leading 14-7, and Will Hubbard. And here we go. The Rattlers run the toss sweep. Lamont Bice turns the corner, and LeBron drills a Morgan Bear. He goes down at the Bear 41-yard line on first down. That's going to be a gain of 4. Second down and 6 to go for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Bice with a good 4-yard run on first down.
And a good block by their little receiver, number 82, Montavious Williams. Out of Godby High, did a good job blocking the defensive end that time to get that play around the corner.
Second down and 6 for the Rattlers. 13:55 to play.
Second down and 7 for the Rattlers.
Here in Morgan State. It's homecoming at Morgan. And boy, there are a lot of folks enjoying the tailgating around the stadium. Damian Fleming's going to throw this one away. And it's going to bring up third down and 6 to go for a Rattler first down.
Fleming's pass is incomplete.
And we may need to get a number check, because number 82 looks pretty. It looks like more like a tight end than a wide receiver. I think we may have the wrong person in that position.
So it's third down and 6.
Third and 6 for the Rattlers, though, in Bear territory.
Morgan State 41-yard line.
Yeah, we've got a Mike. We've got 2 number 82s.
Okay, that's got to be Mike Morris, the tight end.
Mike Morris, yeah. All right, here we go. Third down and 6 for the Rattlers with 13:34 to play, and the Rattlers trailing 14-7. Damian Fleming trying to get that Rattler offense going. Boy, going to set up the screen pass, but the pass was short for James Owen. We had the screen set up, but Fleming's pass was short, and it's going to bring up fourth down for the Rattlers.
And we had it set up, Keith. 3 blockers out there in space, maybe 1 defender between him and the goal line, and we don't get the pass out to him. And we have to punt the football.
Colby Blanton on the punt for the Rattlers of FAMU. And deep for Morgan State is Broderick Gager is back for the Bears.
Punting for the Rattlers, number 36.
13:29 to go here in the first half with the Bears leading 14-7.
It looks like the Bears are going to come for the block here.
Good snap. Colby, boy, this one, he shanks it, goes straight up in the air.
Boy, and out of bounds. Boy, he's going to walk way up the line on this one. This is the most unexact part of football, though, when they're trying to figure out where that ball went out of bounds. The guy's walking down the line with his hand up, and the referee's going to tell him where to stop, and they're going to say the 26-yard line.
And so the Bears will take over first and 10 from there with 13:21 to play in the first half, and the Morgan Bears leading 14-7. Mike, while we got a moment, want to say hi to the Reverend R.B. Holmes Jr. Listening in down in Tallahassee, Florida. Always tunes in and catches the Rattler broadcast. And want to say hi to Don and Sylvia Smith down in Boynton Beach. They're listening too. They say we're coming in loud and strong. And so all the Rattler fans listening in on the Rattler Network today, we want to say hello and welcome to the broadcast as we bring you FAMU and Morgan State. Here we go, the Bears set to go from their own 26-yard line. Seth Higgins this time going to hand it off to his back, tries to turn that corner, turns upfield, and boy, runs into a wrecking crew of Rattlers led by Terry Johnson.
That time by number 3.
And that was Herb Walker Jr., the ball carrier. He's going to pick up
Tackle was made by number 47.
about 4 yards. Second down, about 6 to go for the Morgan Bears. This time the Bears isolated a receiver over here to the near side and flank twins or 2 receivers to the far boundary. They're going to go double wings with Seth Higgins in the backfield. 14-7, Morgan leading here on homecoming day in Baltimore. And Rattlers bring the blitz. Pass is tossed out here. Oh boy, he steps away from the Terry Johnson and picks up a couple of yards before Devin Roberts.
Actually, he's going to pick up the first down.
He's going to pick up the first down. Pass was caught by number 16, Thomas Martin from Morgan State, 5'10", 175-pound redshirt freshman out of Naples, Florida. And it's a first down for Morgan State.
Yeah, he was able to break that tackle. and pick up those 4 yards.
At the Morgan 36-yard line. Here we go. Bears flank twin receivers to the far boundary. And go unbalanced line this time, tied into the near side, strong side of the formation, and offset the eye. They give it to Bailey Jr., or Walker Jr.
Run that time, number 3.
Good defense. Another tackle for Terry Johnson. He was the free hitter.
Yep.
Tackle was made by number 4.
He's going to pick up 2. Second down and 8 to go for the Morgan Bears.
Rattlers shuffle in a couple of players here on the defensive line.
So it's second down and 8 for the Bears.
Second and 8. The Bears come up to the line of scrimmage, and they look to the sideline on almost every play to get the call from up here in the press box. And their coaches are right next to us here, so we have a pretty good idea of what they're going through.
Offset eye. They give it to Walker again, tries to turn upfield, and again runs into about 3 or 4 Rattlers. Frank Mays is one of them.
Yep.
Run that time.
Also, number 91, Romario Chisholm, 6'3", 260 out of Orlando Evans.
It's going to bring up third down for Morgan now. And about 7 yards to go for the Morgan Bears.
Gain of 1 on the flank.
Higgins this time going to empty the backfield. Going to go triplets to the far boundary, 3 receivers to that side, and twin receivers or 2 receivers to the near boundary. Empty backfield for Seth Higgins. Rattlers threaten blitz and bring the blitz. Here we go. Higgins going to have to pass here. He eludes a couple of Rattlers, pulls it down. He has the first down. He's got more at the 45, 40, 35, and down to the Rattler 30-yard line. Let's see if they spot him at the 29. It looks like they're going to mark him at the 30.
The Rattlers win man-to-man coverage. They brought 5 on the rush. And when the big quarterback stepped through the line, all the Rattler defensive backs with their backs turned had to come back up. And it's a big run and a big first down at the 30-yard line.
And Morgan State now with the first down and 10 at the Rattler 30-yard line. Moving left to right. Heading toward the south end zone, and the Bears with twin receivers to the far boundary. Wing right, they give it to.
It's Herb Walker again.
Herb Walker.
Run that time, number 3. Herb Walker Jr.
Walker's going to get, looks like 2, maybe 3. We'll call it second down and 7 to go for Morgan State.
Number 46, Bobby Jackson.
Bobby Jackson on that tackle after about a 3-yard gain. 9:53 remaining. 14-7, Morgan State leads.
A gain of 3 yards on the play. So it's second down and 7.
All right, Morgan State.
At the Florida A&M 27-yard line.
And a lot of movement in the interior line and whistles.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be a legal procedure against Morgan.
Yep, going to be a false start. That'll back them up 5. Make it a second down and 13 now. The Morgan Bears lost their opener to Army, 28-12. They lost to Robert Morris, 31-14. They lost to Liberty, 38-10. And Western Kentucky by a score of 58-17. Close game last week against Norfolk State, 27-21 for their first 5 of the season.
When play resumes, it's going to be second down with 7. No, it's going to be 12 yards to go. Second and 12 for Morgan from the Rattler 32-yard line. 9:24 to play here in the first half, with Morgan holding a slim 7-point lead, 14-7 over the Rattlers. All right, Seth Higgins sets up. He's ready to pass. Boy, he's hit as he releases that football, and that pass could have been intercepted, but it falls incomplete. And it's going to bring up third down and 12 for the Morgan Bears.
The Rattlers brought Terry Johnson on a blitz off the slot that time. He got to the quarterback just as he was trying to deliver the ball and caused that play to go offline.
Higgins pass is incomplete. Intended for number 82, Braylon Harrison.
Rattlers again matched up in man-to-man coverage on that play.
So it's third down and 12 for the Bears. At the Florida A&M.
Third down and 12 for Morgan State. Empty backfield again for Seth Higgins.
Yeah, might have to put a spy on the big quarterback, Higgins, because he's hurting us breaking the pocket here. It looks like we got a timeout.
Hearing your name, present your Bear Card ID to the honors representative in front of the press box.
Morgan State with a third down and 12 to go. Ball's resting at the Rattler 32-yard line. And this time he goes with a spread formation and one setback. Boy, Seth Higgins going to fire down in the end zone, and boy, just overthrows the intended receiver. I think once again that was Thomas Martin.
Intended for number 16.
And Martin's out there trying to chase the ball across the fence.
Yeah,
and they had to send another receiver in for him.
It's going to bring up 4th down and 12 now for the Morgan Bears.
And let's see if the Bears try a long field goal. Looks like they're going to go. They're in that sort of in-between zone, a little long for a field goal and too short to punt.
And we're back. 4th down and 12 for the Morgan Bears. And Seth Higgins looking to pass, has time. We're going to run out of time. Boy, still has time now. Boy, dancing around. Seth Higgins trying to find somebody to throw the
wide
pass.
open over here. Hopes he can't find him.
And boy, Higgins now dancing around. Still, boy, he pulls it down. He's going to run he's at the 20. And boy, he's going to get the first down. He's going to get the first down.
Boy.
Inside the 20, down at the 19-yard line. That's going to be a first down for Morgan State. Boy, Seth Higgins was running for his life and looking downfield. Couldn't find an open receiver, but decided he was going to take charge, and he picks up the first down.
There was only a 3-man rush, so he had plenty of time. It was 6 offensive players blocking 3. They gave him the time, and Higgins finally found a lane.
And the Bears inside the red zone at the Rattler 18-yard line. First down for Morgan State. Yard line, they're inside the red zone.
Quarterback run again.
And here we go. New quarterback in the ball game. Robert Council is the ball carrier.
Time number 15, Robert Council.
Another big guy, 6'4", 215, a redshirt junior from Camden, South Carolina.
And he's going to pick up 2, 2nd down and 8 for the Morgan Bears. Seth Higgins right back in the ball game after getting a quick breather. All that running around, he needed a breather.
Yeah, had to take a little time.
All right, Bears they're going to go full house backfield.
2nd down and 8
And
for the Bears.
with a wing back and an I formation. Now they're in a full house. They give it to the up back, which is
like
Herb Walker. And if he gets a yard, he won't get much more. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Actually stop for no gain. 3rd down and 8 to go for the Morgan Bears.
Big down for the Rattlers right here, who do not want to go down 2 touchdowns. They'll force a field goal attempt on this 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down and 7.
Morgan now with double wings.
At the Florida A&M.
Going to send twin receivers to the far boundary and isolate number 16, Thomas Martin, over here to the near boundary. This time Higgins snaps right to him. He keeps, and Higgins down inside the 10. Now the question is did he get the first down?
It looks like they're going to mark him just a little bit short. It's going to be 4th down and 1, but the Bears have shown no inclination to kick the football. Yep. They're going to go.
Yeah, 4th down and about a yard and a half to go for Morgan.
Gain of 6 yards on the play.
The Bears are going to.
So it's 4th down and 1 for the Bears.
Isolate Broderick Gager. Send twins to the near side. Rattlers jump. Did they make contact?
Boy, they gave them the first down. They went with the hard count. And one of the Rattlers showed a lack of discipline right there, coming across into the neutral zone.
Yeah, it was Brandon Denmark who came across the line. He tried to get back, but they snapped the football. And the Bears are going to get it a first down and goal to go now inside the 5-yard line at the Rattler 4.
So after the penalty, it's first down, Morgan State.
Morgan State with the first and goal to go now at the Rattler 4-yard line with 6:23 to play here in the first half. Offset they give it to Walker, and he's going to be stacked up and dropped at the point of attack.
Run that time, number 3, Herb Walker Jr.
And it looks like
Tackle was
Bobby
made
Jackson.
by number 90.
Yep, Frank Mays. Again, Frank Mays, Keith.
Yep, Frank Mays having a whale of a day. Bobby Jackson comes up to help him out.
Rattlers need a stop right here. 5:50 to go before halftime.
Malcolm Banks is the up back, and it's Herb Walker Jr., the I back, and they give it to Walker again, and this time he fights his way down inside the 5
Looks like about the two.
To about the 2-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal to go for the Morgan Bears.
And you can probably rest assured this is, again, 4-down territory for the Bears, who are looking for that first win of the season.
They spot him at the 3-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and goal for the Morgan Bears. Neil Cunningham on the stop for the Rattlers of FAMU with 5:12 to play in the first half.
Yep. 2 fullbacks now over to the right side.
And Cunningham under center. Sets up the pass, throws it in the back of the end zone to a wide open receiver, number 83, Emmy Okonaway, for the touchdown.
They faked a little inside play again, sent one receiver deep in the corner of the end zone, the other right at the flag on the front of the end zone. Both were open. And the Bears lead 20-7.
For the extra point attempt.
All right, Moeller in to attempt a point after. And the kick is good. And so, with 4:57 to play in the first half, the Morgan Bears expand their lead to 21-7 over the Rattlers of FAMU. There's a break in the action, and on the 3-yard pass to Okonaway, Moeller adds the extra point, and the Bears lead by 14. Rattlers going to field this kick at the 1-yard line. And down at about the 26-yard line goes James Owens. And so the Rattlers will begin 1st down and 10 from there. And I want to say hi to Kim Brown and Taylor. They're listening in on 96.1 in the Tallahassee area. And want to say hi to Lorian Miles out in San Diego. Corbin Miles is up in New York City. And Kristen Miles is listening in Tallahassee on 96.1. Here we go with the offset I. Damian Fleming. And the Rattlers are going to run on 1st down, trying to get back to what got us going offensively early on. And we're going to pick up maybe about 3-4 yards on that carry.
A couple of Rattlers slow to get up there. That was Omari Albert on that carry.
Omari Albert.
That's Omari's first carry of the afternoon. Got about 4 yards. 4:22 remaining here in the first half. 21-7 is our score. Rattlers with a 2nd down and 6 from their own 29.
Okay, here we go. Damian Fleming this time under center, goes to the offset I. Play action, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Fires across the middle. That pass is caught by, looks like, number 82, Mike Morris. And he's going to be real close to the 1st down if they're going to move the chains. And so the Rattlers pick up the 1st down with 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rattlers down 21-7.
Yeah, that's a much-needed 1st down for the Rattlers to keep this drive alive here. We need to get points on the board before halftime.
All right, here we go. Damian Fleming with Caleb Brown as the up back.
At their 35-yard line.
And this time we give it to the I back, who is Lamont Bice, and Bice fights his way to the, looks like the 39-yard line before his forward progress is stopped. And it'll make it 2nd down and about 6 to go for the Rattlers of FAMU. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Rattlers Sports Network.
Tackle was made by number 59, Lamar Montgomery. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Rattlers bunch 3, now shift
39-yard line.
the fullback into the backfield, and Damian is going to be hit as he releases this football and overthrows the intended receiver.
Fleming's pass is incomplete.
Like Felix, Adamson Felix,
the 5'11", 195-pound redshirt junior.
So 3rd down and 6.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now for the Rattlers on FAMU.
And again, the Rattlers need this 1st down, keep this drive alive, a chance to get points on the board before halftime to cut into this 2-touchdown lead.
Casey Glines is going to be isolated to the far boundary. The Rattlers going to flank twins, or 2 receivers to the near side. And also to the near side is a tight end. So that's the strong side of the formation. We throw that way. And that pass had too much sauce on it for the intended receiver, who was open.
Yeah, that pass has got to be caught.
Number 86.
And I think 86 is actually Montavious Williams.
Montavious is wearing 86 today.
Rattlers after punt.
Number 36.
Return man to receive back on his own 20-yard line with 2:51 to go here in the first half.
Kobe Blanton on the punt.
Good snap.
And gets off a much better kick this time around, although it's going to hit
and it goes out of bounds.
And goes out of bounds. And so, wow, coming up that sideline. The Bears are going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the first half. I want to say hi to Trinice Seniors and all of the crew down at Celebrities Hair Salon. They're all tuned in on 96.1. I wouldn't say that would be a shout out to Celebrities, but maybe it is. We'll get that in for Big Rob. I want to say hi to Reggie Seals and the Seals family getting ready for homecoming coming up in 2 weeks.
Some of that good Reggie Seals barbecue, baby.
Yes, sir. Better believe it. And to Brenda Moss. She's listening in also on 96.1. Here we go. The Bears. Seth Higgins, the Morgan quarterback, going to move ahead for a couple of yards before he runs into the interior of that Rattler defensive line.
Yeah, that was George Maxey on that tackle. 6'2", 230, a redshirt freshman out of Jacksonville Reigns, a linebacker. He's going to hold that to about a 2-yard gain.
Patrick Aiken.
Actually, Aaron, give him a little better spot, make it about a 3-yard gain and make it 2nd and 7 for Morgan. 2:30 to play in the first half.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 for the Bears at their 33-yard line.
Here we go. Bears are ready to go. Empty backfield once again. And triplets to the near boundary and whistles an illegal procedure to call against Morgan.
Yeah, Bears going to lose yardage they gained on the first down play. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 now.
So it'll make it 2nd down now and about 11 to go for Morgan State. The ball back at their own 28-yard line with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bears lead, though, 21-7.
Yeah, Seth Higgins, Keith, actually coming up on 100 yards rushing. He's got 86 yards already and 9 carries for the Bears.
2nd down and 11 for the Bears at their 28-yard line.
Quarterback draw this time. And again, Higgins is loose, 35. Penalty marker down. When he crosses the 40, 45, still
breaking
going.
Tackles and finally run out of bounds at about the 49-yard line, which will be a first down, but we'll see what the infraction is.
Yeah, it looks like this one's going to come back. That flag came out real early. That's usually an indication of holding thrown into the line right there.
Yeah, when Higgins looked over at the referee to see what the infraction was and saw holding, he just dropped his head back like, oh, all of that, and we get holding. They call it on the wide receiver, Chris Flowers, and so to back the Bears up 10 yards. And still be 2nd down now and about.
It looks like maybe 13 and a half.
About 14 yards to go for a first down. Minute 58 to play here in the first half. Morgan with a 21-7 lead over FAMU.
Yeah, clock down under 2 minutes now.
Seth Higgins ready to go.
Taking a long time to get this snap off.
He took it all the way down to 2 seconds on the play clock.
And that might be part of the – boy, breaking tackles. The running back still going. He's crossed the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. And, boy, the Rattler tackling has got to get better than that.
Yeah, Lamont Brown, the ball carrier, and he takes it all the way out to the 37-yard line. And it'll make it 3rd down and about 3 to go now for Morgan State. It was 3rd down, 2nd down, and about 14, now 3rd down and 3. All right, here we go. Bears ready. Triplets to the far boundary. Wing right, wide receiver isolated to the near side. Higgins looking to run. Trapped behind the line this time, and he's going to lose yards on the play. Good defense. Let's give us William Smalls along with Bobby Jackson to Hughes Memorial Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. As Terry Johnson is deep to receive this kick. Well, gets off a sort of a dead kick, but it takes a Morgan roll, and Terry Johnson gets away from it. It's going to roll dead and down at about the 15-yard line, where the Rattlers will have 30 seconds before halftime.
You know, it's been a late arriving crowd, Keith, but they have actually got a pretty good crowd going now here at homecoming in Morgan.
Yeah, on the Morgan side, we're sitting above the home stand.
And I get to see my homeboy, Mitch McPherson.
Yeah.
Who's going to be up here. We went out to dinner last night along with Carl Farrell, Constance McPherson. And Mitch is going to be handing out one of the big checks up here for Morgan State from the McDonald's Foundation. There he is at about the 40-yard line.
I see the big check.
And he's right behind it.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's Constance in front of him, too.
Number 21, James Owens.
Rattlers with a second down now and about 5 yards to go. That may be the last play, though.
Yeah. Damian from the gun. And sets up. He was dancing around.
Got to be a Hail Mary.
It's going to throw one.
He's got a man
down there. And, boy, great recovery by the Morgan defender to get back and just knock that ball away. It was Joe Rankin. And so that's going to be the end of the first half of play with our score, Morgan State 21, FAMU 7. It's time now for our Rattler Boosters halftime show, but first these words from our local sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network.
University. This year's show is dedicated to our alumni. Thank you for paving the way for those of us who follow. Today, we want to take you back to the good old days. Marching in Park Field to Barry White's 1974 top 10 Billboard hit. Stand to your feet as I introduce to you the outstanding, the incomparable, the Morgan State University Magnificent Marching Machine. what takes us from high to higher. Dancing to a master mix of songs by Chuck Brown and EU. Machine, it's time to party! Morgan State University, we welcome you once again to the homecoming of 2013. While you're here, make sure to create some new memories as you reminisce on old ones. If you feel like busting loose, let me hear you make some noise. All right, Morgan State, let me hear you sing it. Morgan State University, we got any alumni out there who remember the Reebok? All right, what about the Chicago? All right, machine, come on now, step and move with it. Come on, step and move with it. Machine, show them how they do it down in New Orleans. Now show them the prep. All right, machine, come on, let's take it from church. All right, machine. Morgan, y'all remember the kid and play? Now, Morgan State, I know y'all remember one of EU's biggest hits. So get up off your feet. And I want to hear you sing it. You ready? Let's go. Y'all sound good out there, Morgan State.
along with number 81 for FAMU. And let's see.
That actually looks like 21. I think that was James Owens.
The return was by number 87.
Actually,
Trayvon Holmes.
87. That was Trayvon Holmes.
And so the Rattlers are going to be in 1st and 10 from our own 21-yard line. We'll be moving left to right or heading toward the south end zone as we start the second half here. Rattlers trailing by 14, 21-7. I want to say hi to Lorenzo, Cherry, and Ramon Alexander. They're all listening in too in Tallahassee on the big station 96.1. All right, here we go. Rattlers set to go, moving left to right. And here we go. Damian Fleming on first down gives to Altariq McBurst, and McBurst with a burst of speed fights his way out of bounds at about the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. That's going to be a gain of about, let's see where they spot the football.
Looks like they're going to spot it just short of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Altariq's going to get about 7, maybe 8 on first down. We'll call it second down and about 2 or 3 to go.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. So it's second down and 2.
For the Rattlers.
For the Rattlers.
Twins to the near boundary. And isolation to the far side, and Damian gives to Altariq McBurst, and he's got the first down. Down at about the 36-yard line. That'll move the chains to first down for FAMU. Let's go down to Elton Gumble and see, Elton, how did the Rattlers come out of the locker room to start the second half?
Well, they definitely had a long walk from the locker room down the stairs and around the side of the just to get onto the field. The vibe is that they're not out of it just yet. The vibe is that they need their players to start no longer missing assignments. I know the defense before they came out were saying no more missed assignments, no more errors on defense.
All right, here we go. Damian Fleming under center on first down. Play action. Boy, Fleming's going to be hit and sacked. That's a good-looking tackle back there by, looks like DeMarco Bisbee.
Was sacked by number 55.
And what it did, Keith, was undo all the good that the running game had done. We had pushed out, got a couple of first downs, getting McBurst back into it, but they're a big loss of almost 10 yards on that sack. Chris Robinson, the outside linebacker, 6'2", 220 out of Baltimore, makes the play.
They're going to make it second down and about 17, maybe 18 to go for a Rattler first down. That was a big loss on the play.
Second down and 21 for the Rattlers.
They're going to call it second and 21 for FAMU, and Damian, we're going to run the draw play to Omari Albert, and I think he's going to be short of the line of scrimmage. He's going to bring up third down, about 22 to go now for a Rattler first down.
He's going to lose more yards as the Rattlers try to go with the draw play. Now they'll face a dime defense that has at least 6 defensive backs in the game for Morgan.
Tackle was made by number 30, Jareem Augustine.
12:33 to go in the third quarter. 21-7 our score.
Third down, about 23 yards to go for the Rattlers. Ball's on our own 25-yard line. We're moving left to right. In the road whites and orange helmets. Here we go. Damian Fleming sets up, going to throw the underneath, and that ball was batted down. And so a great defensive stand, opening stand against the Rattler offense by the Morgan Bears. And it was knocking that ball down was DeMarco Bisbee, 6'4", 300-pound redshirt sophomore out of Lansing, Michigan. And so the Rattlers now will punt. It's Kobe Blanton on the punt, and Broderick Gager is deep to receive for the Morgan State Bears. And here we go. Blanton gets off a beautiful high kick. Gager calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 42-yard line, where the Bears of Morgan will begin their first possession of the second half. Let's reset the Morgan offensive lineup. It's Chris Flowers at the wide receiver. Daniel Onwebu, the left tackle. The left guard is Dominic Woods. The center, Clarence Swain. The right guard is Darren Pinnock. The right tackle is Kareem Barton. Nate Ingram is the tight end. Herb Walker Jr. has been a workhorse at running back. The quarterback, Seth Higgins. Markham Banks is the fullback. And Antonio Jefferson at the other wide receiver. Here we go. The Bears ready to go. They send the tight end in motion, checking the Rattler coverage. Rattlers bring blitz. They hand it off to Lamont Brown, and Brown scoots off tackle and crosses the 45 and takes it all the way up to the 48-yard line. So on first down, the Bears are going to get, looks like about 6 yards on the play. Second down and 4 to go for Morgan State.
And the FAMU defense has James Brodus, Michael Lovejoy, and Frank Mays across the front. The linebackers, Dupree, Smalls, Jackson, and Blunt. The cornerbacks, Terry Johnson and Patrick Aiken, and the safeties, Devon Roberts and John Ojo.
48-yard line.
All right, here we go. The Bears go wing right with
actually a little pistol formation.
And they hand it off to Lamont Brown, and Brown straight ahead to about midfield. It's going to bring up third down and about. Actually, they're going to spot the ball at the Rattler 49, which will make it third down and 1 for Morgan State.
Tackle was made by number 57, William Smalls.
Bears load up a full house backfield.
Yeah, a straight I formation. You very rarely see that.
Yeah.
3 backs in the I formation. Now they actually shift out of it.
And they shift into a double offset and an I back. Long count. Higgins going to run the read option, and he's going to have the first down in Rattler territory deeper at about the 44-yard line. That'll move the chains for Morgan State. Higgins continues to send the receiver in motion, and Higgins is going to give to Lamont Brown. This time he's going to be trapped behind the line by Brandon Denmark, who makes the tackle back at the 48-yard line. And Brown is going to lose about 4, maybe 5 yards on that big play from Brandon Denmark.
Kashawn Butler, 6'1", 220, checks into the ball game and inside linebacker for the Rattlers.
Second down and 15 now for Morgan State.
Second down and 15 for the Bears.
Bears with double wings this time, twins to the far boundary. Higgins sets up, wants to pass, fires. This pass out is caught. He got the first down, got more all the way down to the 25-yard line. That pass is caught by Broderick Gager, 5'11", 185-pound senior out of Williamsburg, Virginia. And he'll move the chains for the Morgan Bears, sent the Bears up at the Rattler 25-yard line.
Yeah, the offensive line gave Seth Higgins all day to throw the football that time. The Rattlers actually brought the 5-man rush. Nobody was able to get home, and that's another first down, getting close to the red zone again.
Triplets to the near boundary, a wing right, an isolated receiver to the far side, and Higgins' design run is going to keep it, turns upfield and takes it down to the 20-yard line. On first down, he's going to get 5 yards.
Rushed by the quarterback, Seth Higgins.
Seth Higgins has been the workhorse for the Morgan Bears all afternoon. He is their leading rusher and also has a touchdown rushing as well.
They've been looking for a go-to guy at quarterback, Mike, and they stumbled, not necessarily stumbled, but they gave Higgins his shot last week, and I think they decided he was their guy.
On second down and 5 for the Bears.
Second and 5 for Morgan. Ball is at the Rattler 20-yard line, just at the red zone here by the Morgan State Bears. And Higgins pulls it down. He's going to run. He's inside the 15 down to about the 14, maybe the 13-yard line. We'll see where they spot the football. And that's a first down for Morgan State.
Yeah, that's going to be another first down for Morgan State. There's another Rattler that is slow in getting up. And that is number 31, Neil Cunningham, who came in to relieve Devin Roberts.
Cunningham checks out.
Neil Cunningham. So it'll be first down.
And number 34 checks in for the Rattlers. John Boston out of Oviedo. And here we go. Higgins hands it off to Lamont Brown, and Brown fights his way down to about the 6-yard line. And Morgan State threatening once again.
Number 32.
And taking some ticks off the clock too, Mike.
Yeah, that's the main thing they're doing right now, Keith. They're gaining some yards, but the one thing they want to do right now is work on that clock with a 14-point lead. Boy, it's turned into a rout in Tallahassee. 56-0.
Second down and 4.
In favor of the Florida State Seminoles.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Seth Higgins. A little offset. Gives it to Lamont Brown once again, and he's hit and rocked at the 4-yard line on the stop for the Rattlers.
Rush that time.
It looks like Garrett Connor, number 44. Connor is out of Miami. Miramar High School. He's 6'4", 225, a redshirt junior.
Romario Chisholm.
And with Romario Chisholm also on the play.
So it's 3rd down for the Bears.
3rd down and about 2 to go for Morgan State. Ball's resting at the Rattler 4. Bears can get a 1st down at the Rattler 2. Seth Higgins keeps, pulls away from a couple of Rattlers now. Let's see where they spot the football. That's going to be the important question.
Yeah, they're going to spot it. Looks like at about the 4-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And looks like Coach Don Hill is going to send in his field goal unit for the first time.
By number 90, Francis
Moeller checks on. At this point, he doesn't want to run the risk of getting this close and not putting any points on it.
Exactly. And it'll make it a three-score lead.
So Moeller on to attempt what will be a 26-yard field goal. Straight on.
This will be a 21-yard attempt.
Yeah, a 21-yard attempt, that is. And here we go. Snap placement. Kick is blocked. Picked up by the Rattlers. 15, 20, 25, 30,
What's
35.
he doing? He should be sprinting.
45,
Why is he not running?
40, 35, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Terry Johnson. No, it's not. It's number 14 for the Rattlers. Darren Parker, 6 foot, 170-pound freshman out of Miami. He takes it all the way to the house.
And that's a huge turnaround in the game.
That's a huge play. That's a touchdown for the Rattlers.
So instead of the Bears having a 3-score lead, the Rattlers cut into the lead now and have a chance to break it down to 7 at 21-14 with 6:07 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Boy, that is a tremendous turnaround. We couldn't see who actually blocked the kick.
But it was Darren Parker who scooped it up and took it to the house. Some 80 yards.
So
actually, it may have been more than 80 yards.
So the Rattler special teams come through. There's some kind of discussion here on the sideline. I think they're looking for the right ball. But the Rattlers now right back in this football game with that return.
Darren Parker, his first big play as a Rattler of FAMU. Chase is on to attempt a point after.
For the extra point attempt.
Carson Royal will hold. 6:07 to play here in the 3rd quarter, and the Rattlers are on the board in a most unusual way, but it counts.
And we'll take it.
All right, Rattlers are set. Here we go, snap placement. Kick is airborne and good. And so with 6:07 to play here in the 3rd quarter, our score in Baltimore, Morgan State 21, FAMU 14, and we'll be back after these words from our local sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network.
The Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs at the university. Join the Rattler Booster Club. It's not too late.
And they run the jet sweep.
It's Walker. He's only going to get about a yard. So Rattlers will prepare for that.
Number 3, Herb Walker Jr.
5:49 in the 3rd quarter. Rattlers have trimmed the lead to 7 at 21-14. And with a good defensive stand right here, we could come out of this possession with good field position again.
2nd down and about 9 to go.
So it's 2nd down and 8
for Morgan State.
At their 21-yard
Double
line.
wings this time. Twin receivers to the near boundary, isolated to the far side, and Higgins sets up, throws this pass on slant, is caught coming across the middle by Broderick Gager.
Higgins' pass is complete.
And
To
Gager
number 8, Broderick
going to
Gager.
move the chains and pick up the first down out at the Morgan 42-yard line.
By number 5, Patrick Aiken. So that's first down, Morgan State.
All right, here we go. Seth Higgins sets up, fires. This pass is caught.
Got to give the Bears offensive line credit, Keith. They have given Seth Higgins time to throw the football time and again, and he has found open receivers downfield.
Broderick Gager.
Gonna bring up
Gain
2nd
of
down.
6 yards on the play.
About 4 to go
So
after a
2nd
gain
down
of
and
6 on the
For
play.
the Bears.
Bears go 5 wides again, triplets to the near boundary and twins to the far side for Seth Higgins. 4:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Higgins pulls it down, dancing around. Rattlers giving chase and run him out of bounds. William Smalls, part of that contingent.
Yeah, Denmark also on the blitz. It's going to be short about 4 yards of the first down.
Yeah.
3rd down and 4. Big conversion right here.
Possession play for the Morgan Bears.
Hey guys, I do have an injury update for you. Devin Roberts has been carted off the field, but it is cramping in his right leg. Carted off the field, has not
Third down
returned.
for the Bears.
Okay. Thank you, Elton. And here we go, 3rd down and about 4 to go for actually about 5 to go for a Morgan first down. Higgins sets up, looking to pass. He fires across the middle again. Pass is caught.
And
2
he's still on
Rattlers
his
collide,
feet.
still on his feet, and takes it all the way down to the Rattler 27-yard line, and that's a Morgan first down.
Yeah, the Rattlers again brought 5 people on the blitz, but nobody gets home. The offensive line did a good job again, and Higgins finds an open receiver, and quickly they have moved the football right back down the field.
Complete to number 16, Thomas Martin.
Yes, Thomas Martin
So it'll
once
be
again
first down,
making a big
Morgan
play
State.
for Morgan State on a possession play. And so the Bears with a first down now
Gain of 26 yards on the play.
at the Rattler 27-yard line. They pick up 26 yards on that when they give it to Herb Walker now, and Walker fights his way down inside the 25 to about the 24, maybe the
Rush that side,
23.
number 3.
We'll see where they spot the
Herb
football.
Walker.
Yeah, got a good push over there on the right side. Able to gain 5 yards on that outside zone as the 3rd quarter winds down.
About 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Morgan with a 21-14
Gain of
lead.
4 on the play.
And here we
Second down
go.
and 6 for the Bears.
2nd and 6 for Morgan. Twins to the near
The
boundary
Rattlers'
here.
23-yard line.
Looks like a tight end working this side too. Now they'll shift the receiver to that side, and they hand it to Walker, and boy, he runs smack into a wall of white jerseys. His big number
Rush that side,
97,
number 3.
James
Herb
Broadus
Walker
on the
Jr.
tackle for the Rattlers. Broadus 6'5", 245, the redshirt freshman out of
Tackle was made
Fort
by
Walton
number
Beach.
51.
Yeah, also
Michael
56,
Gerson.
Kashawn Butler, again on the tackle. Rattlers trying to get organized here. Boy, they're going to have to call timeout.
So it's 3rd down and 6 for the Bears.
3rd down and 6, Bears shifting receivers now. Empty backfield, 5 wides for Seth Higgins. And Higgins sets up, play action, now just throws it away. As the Rattlers that time had good spacing, Mike, and coverage, they were not going to let Higgins turn
Higgins
upfield
passes incomplete.
and run for the first down.
And again, they will send the field goal unit out. That was a disaster the last time, but at 4th down and 6, Coach Hill has to send his field goal team on.
Yeah, this is going to be
This was going to be a 40-yard attempt. Actually, they may call this 39.
39 yards from the right hash mark. Let's see if the Rattlers can block this one.
Field goal attempt.
Special teams stepping up a little bit today. Here we go. And we've got whistles.
Looks like they took too much time. Yeah, play clock runs down, and that's going to make this a 44-yard attempt now, and from the right hash mark.
And they don't seem to have solved the referee's Mike's problem, but he's still reverberating all over the place out here today. All right, here we go.
44-yard field goal
A
attempt.
44-yard field goal attempt. He gets it off.
And it's good.
And it's good. And so with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Morgan increases its lead to 10, 24-14, and we'll be back after these words from our local sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network.
The Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs at the university. Join the Rattler Booster Club. It's not too late.
It's homecoming here in Baltimore, and Morgan with a 10-point lead against the Rattlers. Rattlers down the kick,
That's a touchback.
and it will bring the Rattlers with a 1st and 10 from the Morgan 25, from our own 25, that is.
Hey, Keith and Mike, I have another injury update for you. Still following along with defensive end Matthew Helms. He was injured in the first half. He is now in street clothes, will not return. It was a back injury for him. Also, the linebacking core for FAMU. Senior linebacker Bobby Jackson is on the sidelines with a right knee injury, and Michael Dupree had to come off with a left shoulder injury.
So it's
Wow.
1st and 10 for the Rattlers.
Rattlers taking it on the chin up here in terms of the injury department. Keeping Elton going with the Red Cross alert here today. Lamont Bice gets the call, and Bice on the toss sweep. Maybe he'll get a yard. Second down, let's call it 9 to go for the Rattlers. Minute 52 to play here in the third quarter. Rattlers down by 10, 24-14.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Gene and Sam and all the Rich Bay crew. Listen in on 96.1 Jams down in Tallahassee.
I want to say hi to Mr. Clifford
Gain of
Swain
1 on the play.
over in Havana,
So
Florida.
it's 2nd down and 9 for the
I
Rattlers.
want Mr. Swain to know everything is okay. Everything's all right.
And I actually found out, Keith, Havana actually was named for the Cuban capital.
All right, here we go. That pass is caught by the Rattlers. Number
It's Montavious Williams.
6 foot, 160-pound redshirt freshman out of Tallahassee, Godby. And Montavious is going to pick up 8 yards on that reception. Make it 3rd down and 2 for a Rattler first down. One minute to go here in the third quarter.
Also, Keith and Mike, if you're familiar with Rod Costin down here on the FAMU sidelines, today is his birthday. He says they've never lost on his birthday, so the little work cut out to keep that streak alive.
All right, here we go. Damian Fleming sets up, throws the slant. That pass is caught, and it's Adamson Felix, and Felix all the way down to the Morgan State 38-yard line, and that's a Rattler first down. Move those chains.
I thought Elton was about to say that Rod was injured. I was about to.
on his birthday. First and 10 Rattlers, Adamson Felix.
A gain of 29 yards on the play.
Adamson sort of worked his way, Mike, a year ago into one of the go-to receivers. Had been kind of quiet this season, but it's good to see him working his way back into catching some balls.
Yeah, actually missed the first 2 games with an injury.
10 for the Rattlers.
All right, about 10 seconds to go in the third. Rattlers give it to Lamont Bison. Bice blasts his way all the way down to the 25-yard line of Morgan.
That's a first down.
And that's a first down. That'll move the chain.
Yeah, Rattlers have a nice-looking drive going right here to end the third quarter. Looks like 4 seconds. That's more than likely going to be the last play of the quarter. But they've got a good drive going. Down by 10.
All right, that's going to be the end of the third quarter play with our score. Morgan State 24, FAMU 14. We'll be back after these. Damian Fleming's going to give it to Lamont Bice again, and Bice another big hole, takes it down to the 15-yard line, and that's around the first down. Move those chains.
And finally, Bice starting to find some running room. When the big back gets his shoulders squared, he's quite a load to bring down.
First and 10 Rattlers now at the Morgan 15-yard line, trying to close that gap.
So it's
Morgan leading by 10, 24-14.
At the Morgan State 15-yard line.
Rattlers again go offset I. Tight end near side. That's the strong side of the formation, and we give it to Bice again. He's breaking tackles, and we got a penalty marker thrown.
Boy, they're going to from the umpire. That is 90%. That's going to be holding. It came out early, and boy, that's going to put a dent in this Rattler drive.
Call that one on Kevin House. Kevin is the center. So it's going to bring up first down now and about 20 to go for a Rattler first down.
So
Al-Tariq McBurst in at running back. Rattlers triple up on the wide receivers. They give it to Al-Tariq, and Al-Tariq takes it down to the 20-yard line. He's going to get 5 of those 10 penalty yards that were assessed back. And they'll make it second down and 15.
Al-Tariq McBurst.
Yeah, and you can see after halftime, Keith, the Rattlers have made a dedicated choice to come out and run the football, and it has been effective. When you're running the football, though, those penalties, when they get you off track, though, those can hurt you.
On the play.
All right, Rattlers.
Second down and 15 for the Rattlers.
Ready to go. Linworth Lennon
At the Morgan State 20-yard
checks the
line.
coverage as he goes in motion. And this time, play action. The Rattlers throw the screen out here.
Adamson Felix.
And Adamson's about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. Going to make it third down and about 11 to go for a Rattler first down.
Yeah, just couldn't get the block that would spring him. But he did fight for some extra yardage.
It's going to make it third down and 12
Joe Rankin.
after they spot the football with 12:58 to play in the ball game. It's 24-14 Morgan State
For the Rattlers.
over the Rattlers of FAMU.
At the Morgan State 17-yard line.
Twins to the near boundary. Adamson Felix is isolated to the far side, and Damian Fleming sets up looking to pass. Damian pulls it down. He's got running room, but he decides to throw the pass. It's a touchdown. It's caught in the end zone. That's a great read by the quarterback. It's Michael Etheridge.
Michael Etheridge continued to work for his quarterback, broke free late in the play, headed toward the corner of the end zone, and the quarterback, Damian Fleming, finds him, and the Rattlers right back in this ball game with the touchdown, with 12:32 still remaining in the ball game.
That was a 17-yard touchdown pass.
17-yard touchdown pass from Damian Fleming to Michael Etheridge.
Chase Vonador on to attempt the point after. Here's a snap placement. Kick is airborne and good. And so with 12 minutes and 32 seconds remaining, Morgan State lead is cut to 3. Morgan 24, FAMU 21. We'll be back after these words from our network sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network. 24-21, and Chase Vonador all set to kick things off. And Mike, speaking of Havana, found out that the Shriners Club used to be a Cuban cigar factory, courtesy of Dr. Otis Kirksey.
And shout out to all the folks listening to the game down at the Shriners.
Yep. Sure they're all in good spirits by now.
Once again, don't forget.
Hey guys, that last touchdown really fired up this FAMU sidelines. Damian Fleming was even kill all the way back to the sidelines, but the defense stepped up. Coach Holmes had them huddle around him and said, you have to compete on third down. They've been doing all right on first and second down. Third down is when they've had their problems.
All right, Morgan State ready to go. Seth Higgins at quarterback. Ball's resting at the Morgan 25, and Higgins play action, looking to pass. Fires
got a man wide open.
Man wide open, but the pass was short. His intended receiver, Lamont Brown, was wide open, but the pass was about 3 yards short of the intended receiver.
Altric McBurst has gone over the 100-yard mark. He has 110 yards and only 8 carries.
32, Lamont Brown the third.
And there's an injured Rattler on the field. Michael Dupree.
Seth Higgins from the gun, 5 wides, empty backfield, as Sean D tries to kill a wasp in the broadcast booth, and his pass is incomplete. Bring up third down at 10 now for the Morgan Bears.
They went right back to the same play that was open the last time. This time the Rattlers were in a different coverage, and that pass is going to be incomplete now, third down and 10.
Following up on the FAMU injury, Michael Dupree is being looked at, his right knee. Also, Bobby Jackson, senior linebacker Bobby Jackson, is back in the locker room with a left knee injury.
Boy, the injury bug really mounting here this afternoon in Baltimore. All right, Bears with a third down and 10. It's a crucial play here for the Rattlers defensively. Seth Higgins, oh boy, penalty markers down. Seth Higgins just going to throw this one away. I'm not sure he got outside the box.
Exactly. Yeah. Didn't get outside the pocket. Well, they look like they're calling holding on one of the Rattler defenders. That could be huge. That could be a first down that'll keep this.
Oh, yeah, they're assessing it against the Rattlers.
They get Patrick Aikens.
Patrick Aiken. It's an automatic first down for Morgan State. With 12:12 to play, that moves the chains for the Bears.
Yeah, Seth Higgins is 9 of 14, 124 yards after 3 quarters. He's also rushed for 98 yards for the Bears.
And he's ready to go. Offset eye going to send Twins to the far boundary.
It's first down, Morgan State.
All right, here we go. Seth Higgins this time hands it off to Lamont Brown, and Brown down and 2 to go. They hand it off to Lamont Brown, and he is rocked at the point of attack. Big Frank Mays, Mike, certainly a candidate for Defensive Player of the Game.
Yeah, and it's going to be stopped for no gain. It's going to be third down and 2 now, and another huge play for this Rattler defense. On the day, the Bears are 5 of 12 on third downs, but they're 2 for 2 on fourth downs.
And here we go. Bears empty the backfield. This has usually meant run by Seth Higgins.
Yeah, quarterback draw or something along those lines.
Empty backfield. Triplets to the far boundary. Wing right. Isolated to the near side. Higgins going to keep. And, boy, he lunges that big body forward. He's going to get the first down at the 46-yard line.
And, again, as much as they are moving the football, they're working on that clock. Only a 3-point game now, though.
It looks like there's another injury down on it.
Yeah, it looks like that cramp bug is starting to bite the area. That's Seth Higgins, who is cramping up. That is his 17th carry of the ball game, so he has been the workhorse.
He's going to come out. Robert Council will check in at quarterback for the Morgan Bears. 10:30 to play in the ball game. Morgan sitting on a 3-point lead, 24-21. And the Rattlers threatening blitz, bring the blitz. Council keeps, but if he gets a yard, he won't get more.
Got another score at halftime. It's Bethune-Cookman 7, Delaware State 7 up in Dover, Delaware.
Yeah, John Ojo.
Number 57, William Smalls.
And William Smalls on the stop for the Rattlers. William Smalls having a wheel of an afternoon too, Mike. Second down and 9 to go for the Morgan Bears. Empty backfield again. Triplets to the far boundary, twins to the near side, 5 wides. There's no backs in the backfield for Seth Higgins. And so again, the Rattlers spread the defense, the secondary out, but bring the blitz. They run a slant, and it's caught by number 16, Thomas Martin. But it's going to be short of the first down.
Patrick Aiken comes up and makes the tackle. Bring up a third down play. Hit 3rd down and 5 as the Rattlers shuffling people on and off the field.
Yeah. A possession play now for the Morgan Bears. 3rd and 4. Ball resting at the Rattler 47-yard line.
And they bring in number 54, Curtis Alexander. Gets his first action as part of the dime defense here.
Again, 5 wides, empty backfield. They throw the slant, and they make the connection. That pass is caught over there by number 82 for the Morgan Bears.
Higgins' pass was complete.
Braylon Harrison, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore, out of Baltimore, and he's going to move the chains. Get a first down now at the Rattler 38-yard line. 8:45 to play. Morgan trying to take ticks off the clock and move that football into scoring position.
Yeah, if the Rattler defense, though, can keep them out of the end zone and force a field goal, we'd still have a chance.
Here we go. Bears go offset I this time. They give it to Lamont Brown, and Brown fights his way to about the 35-yard line, where he is met there by big number 90 for the Rattlers, Francis Mays. And again, Frank Mays having quite a ball game here.
And as I look down on the tackle chart, I don't see him in the top 5, but we have certainly seen him on a number of plays.
Yeah. So it's 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 for Morgan. Ball's resting at the Rattler 35 with 7:58 to play in the ball game. Just about 8 minutes to go. The Rattlers need to dig in here. Here comes the blitz. They give it to Lamont Brown. He's got a lane. He's got running room inside the 20 and down at the 17-yard. That may have been a touchdown-saving tackle, Mike.
Lamont Brown, the 3rd.
But the Bears now are in the red zone.
And somebody said it earlier, the Rattlers just having a really hard time getting off the field on these 3rd down plays.
So it'll be first down, Morgan State.
All right, here we go. Morgan State now with a first down and 10 at the Rattlers 17-yard line with 7:33 to play. Bears isolate a receiver to the far boundary. Send twins to the near side. Double wings in the backfield for Seth Higgins. They throw the quick out.
Oh, good tackle over there by Patrick Akins. On a one-on-one situation in the open field, he was able to bring Martin down and hold him to just a 4-yard gain.
Actually, it was Chris Flowers this time, Mike, on the reception.
Number 19, Chris Flowers.
But he's going to pick up 4, make it 2nd down and 6.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Ball's resting now at the Rattler 14-yard line.
At the Rattlers 13-yard line.
Again, working on that clock as they move the football, taking every tick off the play clock that they can.
And line up in a double wingback formation. And here we go. Higgins keeps. And this time the Rattlers converge after he gets about 2 yards to bring him down.
Another huge 3rd down for this Rattler defense, as they bring lots of substitutes into the game.
That was Michael Dupree on the tackle for the Rattlers. 3rd down and 5 for the Bears now. And again, they go empty backfield and 5 wides.
This is one of the biggest plays of the ball game, because right here we can hold them to a field goal attempt.
Seth Higgins tries to throw over the back.
He's out of bounds.
But he's out of bounds. He caught the pass, but he came down out of bounds. And so it's going to bring up 4th down now for Morgan State.
4th down, and they are going to send the field goal unit in. And even if they convert the field goal, it would only be a 6-point lead.
So Chris Moeller checks on to attempt what will be.
It's 4th down and 5 for the Bears.
That's
Ball's going to be spotted at the 19-yard line.
29-yard field goal from the left hash mark. 29-yard attempt.
And they've had one blocked already and one made.
And this one is good. So with 5:42 to play in the ball game, Morgan increases its lead to 27-21, but it's only a 6-point lead. And we'll pause for these words from our network sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network.
The Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs at the university. Join the Rattler Booster Club. It's not too late.
It's under a one-score game now. If the Rattlers could score a touchdown and kick the extra point, we could have the lead for the first time today.
Yeah, the Rattlers kept the door open for a win here by getting that stop.
All right, here we go. On the kick return, the Rattler return man goes down, stumbles.
I think that was Trevon Holmes again.
Yeah, Trevon Holmes at the 20-yard line. So we'll begin.
Return was by number 87, Trayvon Holmes.
We'll begin at this, our own 20-yard line, moving right to left, heading toward the north end zone. 5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's going to be important, Mike, for the Rattlers to put together a drive here.
Yeah. Damian Fleming right now 9 of 17 for 92 yards in the ball game. Alterique McBurst has 110 yards rushing.
Omari Albert in the backfield for the Rattlers. Twins to the far boundary. Casey Glines is isolated, and Damian has pressure. He's sacked.
They brought pressure from the left side. One of the blitzes was picked off. They could not get the second, and that's going to be a loss of about 7 or 8 yards on that first down play.
A loss of 8 on the play.
Loss of 8, they call it.
Second down and 18 for the Rattlers at their 12-yard line.
Rattlers have got to pick up the tempo here because they may have to punt this football and get it back. Still have 2 timeouts left.
2nd and 18, Damian Fleming sets up the screen, and it's picked off by Morgan State. And, boy, they're going to give him the touchdown. He stumbled.
Didn't look like he got in, but they're going to give him the score.
Did not look like he got in, but they're going to give him the touchdown. I think that's 57. Is that Acker? Cody Acker.
The Rattlers were trying to set the screen pass up to Omari Albert. The ball bounced off somebody's helmet as it was thrown sort of into a crowd. The linebacker Acker picks it up, and they're going to say that he got into the end zone to give the Bears a 33-21 lead.
Cody Acker with the touchdown.
Cody Acker going to score for the Morgan Bears. And here's the point after attempt. Snap placement. Kick is on the way and good. And so Morgan increases its lead now, 33-21, as Moeller boots the extra point. And we'll be back after these words from our network sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network. 4:34 to play in the ball game. We're down by 13. Rattlers go empty backfield. Spread with twin receivers to either side, and Damian Fleming's going to throw and catches tight end Michael Etheridge. Michael Etheridge, Mike's had a big day today. Going to pick up 5 yards, 2nd and 5 for the Rattlers.
Yeah, that's Big Mike's 3rd reception of the afternoon.
Michael Etheridge
bring up a 2nd down and 5, but the huddling right now just taking too much time.
Cody Acker, gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 now for the Rattlers.
31-yard line.
Damian Fleming fires across the middle. That pass is caught by Linworth Lennon at the 48-yard line. That's Linworth's first reception of the afternoon.
Fleming's pass is complete to number 27.
That'll move the chains. That's his 3rd reception? Okay, 3rd reception of the afternoon.
Yeah, but right now the Rattlers have got to pick the tempo up between plays. Got whistles on the field right now.
17 on the play.
Linworth's reception for 17 yards gives us a first down at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to reset there. We lost some time there off the game clock.
Yeah, guys, the FAMU coaching staff was yelling at the officials that the clock should have stopped when they moved the chains.
Yeah, they're waiting on them to put the time back on the clock.
You know, and I just noticed, Keith, that the referee's hat, instead of being white, is pink.
Yeah, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Rattlers.
We want them to reset the game clock to 3 minutes and 48 seconds. That's
Yeah, now we got it.
about 13 seconds. That was run off the clock. Here we go. 1st down and 10 Rattlers from our own 48 with 3:46 to play. Damian Fleming sets up, pulls it down, fires, the pass is caught.
Yep, got to get
Michael Etheridge.
And now we got to hustle to the line so we can get these plays off. The clock is at 3:30 and running. And the Rattlers need 2 scores.
Michael Etheridge.
And Etheridge once again picked up 5 yards on that play. Looks like more like 6.
By number 52, Isaiah Lewis.
And we've got movement and flags on the play.
Yeah.
And it's going to be against the Rattlers.
Yeah, and that was on the center, Keith. He drug the ball back and didn't snap it. So we lose the 5 that we just picked up back to our own 48-yard line now. We're at 2nd down and 10. With 3:10 remaining in the ball game, Rattlers trailing 34-21.
So it's 2nd down and 10 for the Rattlers.
All right, Damian Fleming fires downfield. The pass is caught by Tariq McBurst. And that'll move the chains. He's going to step out of bounds at about the 38-yard line of Morgan with 2:53 to play.
Yeah, more importantly, he steps out of bounds and stops the clock.
That INT return for a touchdown is real painful right about now, though.
And the clock is running again,
So it's 1st and 10
even though he stepped out of bounds on that play.
at the Morgan State 38-yard line.
And I don't know if anybody's noticing that, Mike, but here we go. Damian steps up, fires, pass is caught, and it's a Rattler first down.
But we lost about 20 or 30 seconds, Keith, as the clock ran the last time we went out of bounds. This time they do stop the clock.
Well, let's see when they started. That was the thing. They stopped it last time, and then they started it right back. The referee just told them to start it.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Rattlers.
All right, here we go.
At the Morgan State
2:13.
26-yard line.
Damian. Boy, a nice shovel pass to Al Tariq. And Al Tariq's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That play had disaster written all over it, as Damian almost took a sack, but before he went down, he shoveled it off to Al Tariq. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Rattlers.
Problem with that, though, it gets the clock running.
Yeah.
And they were down under 2 minutes now.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Rattlers at the Morgan State 26-yard line.
And that
ball
pass
batted
is
into
deflected
and
and it's
picked off by
intercepted.
one of the linemen.
2nd time this afternoon. Pass was deflected and picked off, and that's going to do it. 1:30 to play, and Morgan State's going to get their first win of the season on homecoming, here in Baltimore, Maryland. And the Rattlers came in 1-3, Mike, going to fall to 1-4 and suffer their first conference loss of this 2013 season. And the problem with that, Mike, is the conference, boy, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to, you can still pull it off. It's going to be hard to do.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of teams to pass. Bears are going to take over the 22-yard line, minute and a half to go, and Bears have to run the ball a couple of times to get the clock started. Actually, they're in victory formation right now. They're just going to take a knee.
Yeah. Give Seth Higgins, Mike, the quarterback for Morgan State, a lot of credit. He was outstanding today.
Yeah, and the Rattlers are going to – are they using their last timeout? Yeah.
Minute 23 to play. There's timeout taken on the field here. Morgan State 34, FAMU 21 with a minute 23 to play. And we'll be back after these words from our network sponsors on the Rattler Sports Network.
When security is essential, Palmetto Security Services offers superior knowledge in the security business. Palmetto Security has expanded this expertise into the screening industry. Palmetto Security provides fully trained and screened officers to maintain a secure environment. Our physical security services are designed to provide the maximum protection at events, a business, or in an educational environment. For more information, call 850-329-6596 or on the web at www.pssoffl.com.
Hey Rattlers, for the most complete coverage of all home and away Florida A&M football games, you can count on the Tallahassee Democrat and Tallahassee.com. From kickoff to the marching 100 to the final touchdown, the Tallahassee Democrat has all you need to be the best FAMU fan in town. Make sure you grab a Sunday Tallahassee Democrat or purchase your very own subscription by going to Tallahassee.com. And as always, Rattlers will strike and strike and strike again.
All right, we're back. Minute 10 to play. Morgan with a 34-21 lead over Florida A&M. It's going to be third down and about 13 to go for the Morgan Bears when play resumes.
Yeah, but they're just going to – the clock is running. And there's still 13 on the play clock. They're just going to run it down and snap it with probably one tick on the play clock. And he does. And by the time they reset the play clock,
this one will be over.
Yeah, there's going to be 1 second remaining. You got to snap it one more time, and that's going to be the ball game.
University of Taste and MSU followers will be
well,
giving away
Morgan State is going to get their first win of the 2013 season over Florida A&M. The Rattlers going to fall at 1-4, our first conference loss of the season. And we got to select our players of the game, Mike. As time winds down, this one's over.
That's the end of the game.
We'll be back with our Tallahassee Democrat Rattler wrap-up show after these words from our local sponsor.
That orange and green is something I've always been.
Touchdown, right on the money, and the Rattlers are back. Pulls it down, shoots across the middle.
This is Rattler football.
At the 30, 25,